Hey everybody, Joe Howard here, and today we're going to talk about flexibility. Now I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I'm excited to be back here because with our move and our transition, our growth, I have not done one of these videos for you guys in a long time. And I'm excited to get back because I love doing this stuff. I love educating you guys. And today we're going to take some time to educate you on flexibility because 99.9, let's make it 100% people most times do this wrong. So today I'm going to talk about 3 forms of flexibility, how they're going to affect you, and some things that you have to avoid because most people do it wrong and they lead to injury down the road or cause more problems when they're trying to prevent them. So most times when you think about it, you're trying to, with flexibility, prevent an injury or to stretch out some kind of problem that you're having going on or something. So if you're not doing the right kinds, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up having more issues down the road or more of an elevated problem. And here's why. See, there are 3 forms of flexibility that I use the most. There's static, functional, and self-myofascial release. And static, let's talk about that one first. This is the one that most people have problems with the most, and here's why. A static stretch is really designed to cool down a muscle or to correct an issue if there is one that's there, and you know exactly which muscles cause a problem to use static stretching on. Static stretching, let's write this down, is actually designed for cool down, or if you want to put this down, after workout, WO for workout, okay? And here's why, because when you do a static stretch, you basically are pulling receptors of the muscles apart, and those are designed to literally suck in together and make the muscle contract. So if you're here, and when you stretch, you pull them out here, they're not physically next to each other where they can contract and pull the muscle in again. So what happens is you go and jump on a treadmill, go for a run, you start having issues with your ankle or your calves or your knee or your back, or you go do a workout and all of a sudden next thing you know you're having more problems with it and you don't understand what it is. Well, it's because 1, you probably stretched the wrong muscle out, and 2, you're doing what's called a cool down stretch before your workout. And like I said, you can only use this stretch if it's used designed to correct something. So I'm going to put correct here because it can be used as a corrective form of flexibility too, and that's to eliminate an injury that you have. But 99.9% of the time, you'll not use this before workout, and you should not use this before workout because it will cause more damage to your muscles. Now, the other types of stretching there are is functional and self-myofascial release. These 2 have a lot of impact on the body before workout, and here's why. Functional exercise is designed to do 2 things. 1, it's designed to stretch a muscle out, and it's designed to warm the muscle on the opposite side of the body out. So if they're kind of like opposite from each other, this one will be contracting to warm it up, this one will be pulled and lengthened to stretch. For example, the bicep and tricep. If I was to pull my arm this way, this muscle is contracting as I pull it in, this muscle is being lengthened. So we got to stretch and a warm up all at the same time. So this is a great before workout type of stretch. Now, if you understand what functional means, that'd be an example that would be like doing butt kicks. You're like kicking your foot up to your butt. So you're pulling with the hamstring at the exact same time you're stretching the quad. That's a functional type of stretch. It's a great pre-workout type of warm-up to get the muscles ready to go, to wake them up and get out there. Now the great thing about the functional warm-ups is you're not going to have the muscles receptors pulled apart and separated because they're being used to contract and pull, just like a normal movement you do every day or when you're working out. So the body is able to respond to kind of pull and stretch, pull and stretch. It's designed to make those chemical reactions between the muscles happen, so it's not going to lengthen and just pull apart. Now, on the other hand, we have what's called self-myofascial release. It's a very good before workout. So let's say, for example, you have shin splints. Most shin splints are caused by tight calves, so when you roll out your calves or stretch your calves properly, you get rid of shin splints. So the foam roll is a great one to help reduce that by stretching the calves out with it. So there's a great beforehand workout. It also is really good during a workout, so if you experience problems, you can roll out the muscle. And it's kind of similar to like a rolling pin with dough where you're rolling it out, so kind of push along the muscle and takes out the knots. But on the same token, it kind of actually is removing adhesions. The knots in the muscle itself is what happens. So it's similar to the rolling pin example, if you want to kind of picture it that way. But it's kind of taking the knots out, so it allows the muscle to lengthen like it's supposed to, which allows to neuromuscular respond. What I mean by neuromuscular respond is the nervous system connects to the muscle, and what happens is the nervous system will actually send a signal muscle saying you're supposed to contract, and then it contracts. If there's a knot in there, though, it gets this false signal on the way back, and it can't do exactly what it's supposed to do. So it's going to correct the neuromuscular deficiency it has. Also, foam roll is also good for after workouts. Now SMR, like I said before, stands for self-myofascial release, and that is just simply a foam roll. They're usually about 6 inches in diameter around this way, and they can be a foot to 4 foot long, but they're good for a couple different scenarios. So we have before workout, we have during, and then we have after. Okay, so in this case, you can see that the foam roll can be used through many different cases to correct an exercise. Now, I'm guessing that if you've been stretching, most of you guys have been doing static stretching, and you could probably relate. I mean, just say yes, it's happened, you've been doing it, that's fine. Change what you're doing right now, go to more functional. Okay, so functional would be like butt kicks, high knees, straight leg kickouts where you're kicking your legs straight out in front of you. Those are all types of functional stretching. I'll be giving you some more examples of flexibility here in another episode of this. Flexibility demonstrations and expertise part of this, and I'll talk about these components more and show you what they are. If you're doing static stretching before your workouts, stop doing it unless you know exactly what muscle you should be stretching to correct an exercise or an error that's in there. That way your body can actually function and move and you can exercise the right way. This is a great starting point for you guys to get started so you understand the difference between the 3 points. I'm going to give you some further videos to show you exactly what static is, what functional is, and what the foam roll and how to function, how to use it. So stay tuned, watch more videos, comment down below, let me know how you like this video, and tell me, have you been using static stretching? I did for the longest time, and it all started back when I was playing football. I call it 7-second static stretching because that's all we did is 7 seconds and then quit, which is doing even probably more harm for our body. So leave a comment down below, let me know, and I'll see you guys soon.